Hey guys, let's get more news about Lakers, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Lakers news: Darvin Ham may not coach in Warriors game. We already knew All-Star Los Angeles Lakers forward LeBron James would sit out tonight's nationally broadcast TNT matchup against the Golden State Warriors with a left ankle peroneal tendinopathy, but now it appears that LA may be missing its coach, too. The Los Angeles Times' Dan Woik reports that the Lakers are hoping head coach Darvin Ham, who missed an LA team practice on Wednesday due to an undisclosed personal issue, will be able to coach at the Chase Center Thursday. Should Ham not be available, longtime Lakers assistant coach Phil Handy, who's been floated as a potential Ham replacement by Vegas oddsmakers, makes the most sense as a substitute on the day. The Lakers are 30-26 on the year, and currently occupy the Western Conference's 9th seed. 10th-seeded Golden State is 27-26. The NBA postponed a few of the team's games after the sudden passing of assistant coach Dejan Milojevic at a team dinner. Both clubs, former Western Conference semifinals nemesis a year ago, now find themselves clawing to stay alive in the play-in bracket. This is a pivotal game for the Warriors and Lakers as they jockey for position, with the postseason approaching. Here's hoping that whatever personal issues Ham might be dealing with are resolved quickly. LeBron James, ankle, likely back for Lakers Friday vs Spurs. The Los Angeles Lakers started the final stretch of the season with a disappointing 128-110 loss to the Golden State Warriors on Thursday, but will in all likelihood have LeBron James back in the lineup on Friday, according to Lakers coach Darvin Ham. For a team banking on a 39-year-old James to steady them, he has played just 14 minutes of game action in the last week and a half, and all of those came in the NBA All-Star Game, hardly a challenging athletic endeavor. After missing the Lakers' last game before the All-Star break because of a sore left ankle, James sat out again Thursday in order to rest the ankle after seeking treatment on it during the break, sources told ESPN. LA hosts the San Antonio Spurs on the second night of a back-to-back for both teams. The Spurs lost 127-122 on the road to the Sacramento Kings on Thursday. We'll get an official word Friday morning and see, but in all likelihood, he should be out there tomorrow, Ham said of James. While James was missing in action on Thursday, the Lakers' other star, Anthony Davis, was missing his voice. Davis woke up on Thursday morning with a sore throat, and his voice dissipated throughout the day. It got so bad that Davis, who finished with 27 points, 15 rebounds, and 3 blocks, could barely communicate with faint, raspy sentences while talking with Austin Reeves in the post-game locker room, let alone calling out defensive coverages as the anchor of LA's backline. You're not going to get through a game like this with that type of firepower, with that type of head of the snake, in terms of Steph, Curry, without everyone talking and being alert and ready and doing our work early and being in position early, Ham said. It's times when you have to give multiple efforts and you have to yell and communicate with your teammates. Davis, having a little trouble with his voice tonight, definitely impacted the game. My hat's off to him. He still came out and did the best job he could under the circumstances. It's not just him. Everyone has to talk and cover for their teammates. It was just another challenge for a Lakers team still smarting from the absences of Jared Vanderbilt, Cam Reddish and Gabe Vincent for weeks already, and now missing Christian Wood with swelling in his left knee. At the top of the list of us trying to get to where we're trying to get to, we got to get healthy, Ham said. We got to get bodies back in the lineup. Trade option for Giannis Antetokounmpo. It's hard to imagine a star leaving his team after many years there, right? So, let's think about those more rational ideas, sending him somewhere for several first-round picks, in addition to young promises and expiring ones. After all, this is how most negotiations happen. Kevin Durant, for example, arrived at the Phoenix Suns for Mikal Bridges, Cam Johnson and a bunch of picks. 5, actually. But that's because Durant is a guy capable of making any team fight for the title immediately. And it's no different with Giannis Antetokounmpo, who would have much more than 3 exchange options, but the idea is to understand how it could happen. In fact, we're not even thinking that one day he might leave the Bucks. However, when things are difficult and the outlook for the distant future is cloudy, that's where we come in. Let's be very honest, shall we? All of Milwaukee's main players have guaranteed contracts, at most, only until 2024-25. In other words, there is a title window there. And with a new coach, who has already taken a beating from Bobby Portis, everything becomes even more uncertain. Falling in the first round of the playoffs was costly for Mike Budenholzer, who gave way to Adrian Griffin, a former Toronto Raptors assistant. After Giannis Antetokounmpo declared he might not sign a contract extension with the Bucks, a light went on in the boardroom in Los Angeles. According to NBA Central, Giannis Antetokounmpo said he won't sign an extension in Milwaukee next summer if everyone isn't on the same page. I wouldn't be the best version of myself if I didn't know that everyone is on the same page, everyone is chasing a championship, everyone will sacrifice time away from their family like me. And if I don't feel like these people aren't on the same page, I'm not going to sign. Although the Bucks theoretically remain title contenders, a recent playoff loss to the Miami Heat in the first round highlighted some weaknesses. With key players like Drew Holiday, Brook Lopez, and Chris Middleton advancing in age, the team faces an aging roster. Antetokounmpo's situation draws attention. He can choose to end his contract in 2025 or let it expire the following year. In this context, he presents himself as an attractive target for the Lakers, aiming to keep the window of opportunity open to win another championship in the following years. During the period in question, he will have just turned 30 and, as long as he maintains his health and physical conditioning, he will be able to contribute positively for a few more years. According to information from the New York Times, Antetokounmpo wants to play at least 20 seasons in the league. And you, fan, what do you think of the situation about Giannis Antetokounmpo? Leave your opinion in the comments.